Hey, what is up everyone? This is Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram, and today's BTAS episode review is going to be on the Riddler episode titled Riddler's Reform. Now this is my personal favorite Riddler story in any medium. I think that the writers got this portrayal of the Riddler perfectly. I love everything about this episode, and for those of you who haven't seen it, the Riddler has been deemed reformed from the doctors at Arkham, and he is given his release. And on his first night of his release, Batman and Robin are trailing him, making sure that he's not doing anything he shouldn't. And they come to find and discover that he has worked out a deal with a toy company, and he is going to be working for them like he worked for a video game company before actually becoming the Riddler, for those that remember the first episode that he was in, and that was titled, If You're So Smart, Why Aren't You Rich? So he's kind of going back to his roots, and he's creating puzzles and toys and things like that, and giving his face or brand recognition for this company, and that's the reason they hire him, essentially, and that's stated in the episode. And Batman is not buying it, but he has to let him go and not do anything because technically he hasn't done anything wrong. Until there begins a series of mysterious crimes, and Batman is starting to wonder, is the Riddler behind these? And he starts to think about what the Riddler said at his first meeting, which was a very cryptic sentence, and Batman starts thinking about the clues in it and realizes that the Riddler is behind one of the crimes. And Batman confronts him, but the Riddler is very smug, and he knows that he's outsmarted the cops and outsmarted the Arkham doctors. And Batman even says, I know I can't pin anything on you yet, but I know that I'm going to get you because you can't help yourself. And the reason I really like this portrayal of the Riddler is because usually in any form of Riddler story, it's very straightforward. The Riddler is about to do a crime. He sends Batman a riddle. Batman has to figure it out. Batman figures it out, he goes and stops the Riddler. Game over. But in this one, the Riddler is playing aloof, playing dumb, which usually he doesn't. He wants people to know that he is committing the crimes because they're so brilliant and so perfect. He wants that recognition, and that's part of his psyche, and that's part of his mental sickness and why he continues to even get caught, because he wants to flaunt it, basically. And so that's why Batman tells him, he's like, I'm going to get you because you can't help yourself. You can't just have a little restraint and not do it, or if you do it, you're going to eventually slip up because you want me to know, or you want people to know, which he does. And so the Riddler even tells his goon, she's like, you know he's right, and so there's only one thing to do. And so the Riddler tries to create a death trap. And he actually gets Batman in the death trap. But then somehow Batman gets out, he stops the Riddler, and then he puts Riddler back in Arkham, and the Riddler is just going mad because he could have sworn that he finally got the Batman. There was no way out of his death trap, and he keeps screaming at the end. He's like, I need to know how he got out, like somebody tell me. And it just ends on that note, and I just think overall, from start to finish, that it's the perfect Riddler episode. Even almost everything the Riddler says in this whole episode is a hint or a riddle. And that's what I like. I like when everything about the Riddler is just him being smug and arrogant and throwing out things like he's better than you, and he's always giving riddles to Batman and testing his mental psyche and his mental toughness. And if Batman lets his guard down just for a second, then the Riddler would win. But Batman knows better, and so this whole time he's just focused on every little word the Riddler says, looking for every little hint and what could possibly be going on. And it is a fun episode. The only thing that I wish that there had been more Riddler episodes like this in general, but if you read anything about the animated series, they claim that the Riddler episodes were like some of the toughest to write because they're the most intricate, and just writing the riddles alone was pretty tough. but then trying to get the elaborate part of Riddler and also trying to keep it within a 22-minute episode. They said that was always a challenge. So I can understand why they didn't do more, but man, when they do them this well, it leaves you wanting more. So that is today's episode. I'm sorry that I didn't do episode review for yesterday's episode, which was Showdown, but I'll eventually get back to that. But look out today. I will be doing the Batmobile review. And yeah, I hope you guys are continuing to have a great weekend. I hope you had a great Batman day. If you want more pictures, check out my Instagram at BatmanFigs. I hope to see you there. Any questions, comment, or you could DM me at Instagram. Alright? I'll see you guys later.